going on, everybody? This is the VG Purist. I'll be coming at you with some Season 6 action from the Cabal Vision Champions Cup playoffs. And we are going to continue the semifinal coverage. And we are going to see the Orc team taking on the Ducke team. And we are seeing the Orc team going through the Lizard team, going through the High Elf team. And so today we are going to see them go against the Dark Elf team. We'll see if the Dark Elves will be able to continue their success, getting not too armor value broken, staying close within the game, and then taking out a very formidable and very bashy offense such as the Orc team. But we are gonna just jump right into the game and continue on. Yeah, let's do that. And of course, in my preliminary prediction, I did like Ducke's Orc team. How can you deny Ducke? Right? I mean, how can you go against them? You just can't. So for right now, we are going to check out this game. There we go. For a moment there, I thought I had lost it, but we are good to go. And we are in the Great Green Wallop Stadium. Orc team coached by Ducke, and he's going to be facing off against this Dark Elf team coached by Clement0, Straight Elf Society. Both of these guys about equal in team value. Maybe here and there a little bit less than that, but today's match, we'll see if either the Dark Elf team will be able to continue on and stay upright, or will they just get bashed down by this Orc team, and then Ducke will continue on to the championship match there. All right, let's go ahead and pause it up as we were about to take a look at the offense of both sides there, or defense, or actually the skills of both sides. Already, as you can see, the inducements wizard for the Dark Elf team. Definitely going to need it against somebody such as Ducke, yeah? But yes, let's go ahead and take a look. Yes, he's going to have a runner there. Level 1 runner as well. Definitely going to need it for today's match. If he needs to go maybe a little bit, potato, then he can definitely do it a lot easier with the runner, because he's not just flying solo. Once you blitz him, then he can throw it off to somebody else or dump it off to somebody else nearby. And hell, he can just throw it against the ground if need be. And that will be the staple for today, something that you have to watch out for in today's match. As well as switch out here with +1 in agility with that sprint jump up and the block ability for her, as well as having loads of blitzers there, all of them with blodge basically, except for this level 1 guy right there. And this one here with the side step, and this one there. Actually, that's a lineman. It's not a lineman. This is a lineman with blodge, and this is the blitzer with the block, and this is the blitzer there with the side step and the tackle ability. And actually, this is a lineman too, isn't it? Huh, lineman with side step. This is a blitzer right there with the blodge and side step. So there you go. Interesting formation. Lots of loner guys for the Dark Elf team, because in the last match, paid for that victory a little bit against the Lizard team. But nonetheless, he is here today, boys. But will he be able to contend against this Orc team? Nicely leveled up. If you're going to be getting an Orc team up, you better be looking at these skills, baby, because you're going to need them. And it's going to be very great against both sides of the ball. Guard for the Black Orcs here, and also the blodge for 2 of the Black Orcs. And then this one here has that tackle ability. Dirty player for the fouls. This one +1 in movement, +1 in strength. Sure hands tackle with the blodge for the ball handling, as well as your big hitter right there, the frenzy. +1 in movement, putting on mighty blow, as well as another guy that can do some more hittings. And Nate is going to be screaming in chat, WOG! Because he's going to be rooting for the Orc team. Hey, what's going on, Nate? How you doing today? Yeah, you doing all right, buddy? Here goes mighty blow, piling on tackle guard with the grab ability for that man there. Mighty blow for this one here, because you know what? If you're going to have 1, why not 2? Why not 3 hitters, yeah? And then a wrestle lineman, because sometimes you just never know it. A little bit of an anti-bash, and definitely going to need it. 1 lineman to come in from reserve, as well as the loner Dark Elf lineman, and we are underway. Security gate will protect against riot or pitch invasions. Wizard for the Dark Elf. As I said, no bribes or anything for the Orc team, and we are now underway. Ducke actually opting to kick it off to this Dark Elf team. So let's go ahead and start the Dark Elves on the bottom of the pitch. You ready for the boys to smash some puny whatever he is fighting? It's a Dark Elf team. Once you see the dark skin and then the elven ears, all you need to do is just check this girl out right here. She's ready. She's ready to rock hard. Dark Elves lining up for the offensive series, and we're going to see what kind of Dark Elf team we're going to bring today. You can still score it in 2 or maybe even 3 with a Dark Elf team, but knowing this Orc team, he could definitely grind it out with great ease, and so who knows with the Dark Elf. I'm pretty sure Dark Elves at this point are probably going to look to just moving the ball up methodically and then scoring it there at the end. That would be my plan as well. And he just wants to get the hit on straight away against the very dangerous Mighty Blow piling on man on the right side with the grab ability as well. I do have shame, but not in that case right there. Oh man, Loner's gonna stay up the front line, stay away from the Black Orcs. Don't need to make any dodges if he doesn't need to, as you can see there. So Black Orcs actually lined up in the traditional formation, then the Dark Elf team started off with his guys off to the left and right side so that he could be a little bit more maneuverable. So nice play there, and he will get the blitz off. Unfortunately for the Dark Elf team, no big hitters for them. He's just going to get some normal hits off against the armor value 9. Looks like he will muff that pickup roll, and he's not going to re-roll that. Not going to be too worried about Orcs running through free in the backfield. It's not going to be easy for him to get around the back, especially now with the grab guy going to be down here. So with the guy with the sidestep, he's not going to be too afraid here. He can actually just sidestep into these spaces as long as that guy stays up. And there he goes, stays up. And so with that, blitz, no worse for wear. Dark Elves are going to be able to have another try at the pickup in the second round. Nice no re-roll there by the Dark Elf team. And that's something that a lot of the new players need to learn right there. They just need to just not use the re-rolls whenever it's just absolutely unnecessary. And right there, the Orc team couldn't really capitalize. I mean, sure, maybe if the Orc team wanted to play for it, then he probably could have made a call for it. But at this point, no real need to do that. Don't want to just get a little bit too over pursued on the ball just because it's on the ground and then see the Dark Elf team just fly by the center of the pitch and then he's made his touchdown. No, no, no. Looks like the Orc team is going to continue to play solid defense there. Just muck up the Dark Elf plans to get by the midfield and then hopefully be able to get some big hits in here and there. Armor value brace, get the numbers advantage, and then stop this Dark Elf team offense. Now they are fairly potent. Not as potent as, say, the Wood Elf team or maybe even the High Elves. Hell, even the Pro Elves, right? But still, looks like it's just going to be a non-hit there, and looks like that guy's going to stay base to base with that dangerous Mighty Blow Orc. Uh-oh. That's a really bad sign right here. Even the Loner Dark Elf is getting out of the way. Going to put a screen up here for the runner. Witch Elf's going to continue to stay here in the backfield. Going to keep that armor value 7 away from danger in the front line. And the Orc team immediately is going to put some assist here. Get that block in with the Mighty Blow. And also the guard man on the left side here. And not before getting this blitz off here. Just going to be a push though. He does have grab, so can steer him just about anywhere. And the grab does negate the sidestep. But it appears that he went and pushed him this way. A little bit interesting that he didn't want to put him on the right side. But I guess he doesn't want to get himself based up as well so that the Dark Elves will be able to bash back and then maybe be able to fly by. And that may be the worry right there. So with that, Orc team is going to just continue. Leave that guy out on the right side. Again, the Orc team is satisfied with just playing a midfield defense against a Dark Elf team who is probably not trying to fly right by them right away. So Dark Elf team ceding some space here. As you can see, just kind of moving back, actually almost playing defensively himself on offense. Doesn't want to get bashed up too badly, and so he will try the one-die block. He will get the push off. Will open up a small little opening. There, Dark Elves are going to try to slip by one guy here just in case. And that's what you got to do here against a Orc team that's just content and play this midfield defense. You need to stretch them out. You need to get your guys back there so that you can threaten the touchdown at any moment. And so that's exactly what Dark Elf team does. Get one guy back there, make it to where he has to cover him up somehow, some way, and then he'll have one less guy to cover the backfield, as you can see right there. Should be able to get blitz off on him though. I'm pretty sure he's gonna blitz with the tackle, Mighty Blow, man. And that's what he's gonna be planning on right there. Yeah, see, we'll get that hit. We'll get the defender down, and we'll be able to get him down. Should be able to follow up with the piling on. Oh no, he's not gonna do that. So he's gonna stay away from the piling on. So juicy, but he's going to step away. Going to continue to play a little safety here. Again, content on just playing a midfield defense. And with that, Dark Elves got to be drawing some question marks here. Like, what? Well, okay, so he stands up his guy and continues to just kind of stay back here and just threaten the right side here. And as you can see there, oh, unfortunately, going to miss that go for a little. So he's going to have to re-roll that one here. Otherwise, it'd be a waste of a blitz action. And there you go. We'll be able to get down that lineman. Will be an armor value break as well, and ooh, it's going to cause an injury as well, and I don't know if it's going to use the apothecary on him. No, it's not, and so that's going to be a nice injury here from the Dark Elf team. That's a wrestle Fen piece, and even though it's not a dangerous piece, it is a very nice defensive piece for the Orc team, and so that's a small win right there, and it does open up the right side a little bit more. So first blood has been drawn by the Dark Elf team. And this Orc team now is going to have to try to cover against this Dark Elf team with just 10 guys on the pitch. And Dark Elves, they still have 4 agility, so they could definitely make this touchdown with great ease. Just needs a small little opening, and this is it right there. And this is a fairly big one. And Orc team, though, he does have guys with +1 in movement allowance, so can cover up the right side, actually. Can get his guys over here and make it to where the Dark Elves are going to have to turn away yet again. But with this guy in the backfield on the fly, I don't think he has anything too much to worry about. Which is why I'm a little bit curious that he didn't use that piling on right afterwards, because if he did cause an injury, a KO or something on this guy, then he would not need to worry about that fly any further. Defender stumbles. He does have tackle. We'll be able to get him down. Again, will he follow up? It appears not. But last bit he didn't. This time he did cause a stun. And he's going to be content with that again. Just going to continue covering the safety position right here. Doesn't want to let the Dark Elf team go away too far. And there you go. We'll get the injury here, or actually the armor value break. Left side now is going to be open a little bit. And already Ducke knows he needs to play a little positioning here. Orc team can get a little bit out of position. He does have guys with +1 in movement on, so it's going to be very hard to do so against this Orc team. But still, knowing that the small weakness here for the Orc team is a little bit of the movement allowance, because these Black Orcs 4 movement allowance, linemen with just 5. Well, only these blitzers that can really move pretty quickly, and so he's kind of put them in very strategic positions, as you can see. This guy's right there, and then this other blitzer. These blitzer right here is kind of committed there on the right side, but that's okay. That's where his place is, right there. We'll miss that dodge, unfortunately, but that's okay. Again, I believe that he should be A-okay. Might be able to get a guard lineman through. No, he won't be able to get him through unless he wants to dodge something awful in there. But he might be able to touch up the ball carrier there. So this might be the time for the blitz incoming. And then after that, may be able to put a stopper on the Dark Elf team's plans. Already kind of putting up a screen here along this left side, and the right side being shut down big time by these 2 Black Orcs. But again, 4 movement allows for those Black Orcs, and also a couple of guys here that is basing them as well. Not going to be too easy to get them out and get them back into position if they are going to be going along the left side here. As you all may know, there's going to be cash prizes here, so already one of these coaches have taken home. Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze right there. One of these guys are going to be going home with at least 100 euros. But they are fighting to go to the championship match, so they have a chance at 500 euros. Brought to you by Cyanide Focus Home Entertainment. Oh boy, he does get the blitz right there, and he does cause that dump off. Luckily though, armor value 7 holds against the blitz. We'll be able to give it off to that witch elf with the +1 in agility. So she shouldn't miss out on any deal here. She's going to just run around the right side. It appears that she's going to go here to the right side. Might actually throw it. Ooh, he's running out of time, actually. Gonna have to make some quick decisions here. And it's gonna do another go for it roll. It's gonna get it here. She's gonna have to do something awful with the ball, I think. No, she's not. She's gonna get over there. Already used the re-roll, and unfortunately, not gonna be able to cage her up. This is a prime chance here. Our team has absolutely just outplayed the Dark Elf team here on the defensive side of the ball. This is great news already. And there, Ducke with the MO, gonna continue with the hits on everybody else except for the person with the ball. He will do the piling on now. Already the ball's free, no need to reposition himself. And so there, gonna step in, gonna get in closer to the witch elf, smells her out. Oh yes, here comes the tackle. Mighty blow, piling on with the +1 of movement allows, even with the frenzy to boot. Why not? It's gonna get the push off. That's okay though. We got frenzy. We're gonna hit her again. Defender down, die. That's a good one, baby. We'll be able to get it down. Could just be a stun. Will he follow up with the piling on? I think he would. I think he would. But KO is gonna be enough here with that mighty blow punching on through. And sure hands pick up. Oh boy, that's gonna fail. But I think since the +1 in agility. Witch elf, she's going to be out of there. Then not going to be too bad here for this Orc team. Dark Elves are going to have to scramble now to get to that ball. Otherwise, the Orc team's just going to go and score it straight away. It is going to be turn 7. Does have a wizard in hand, but with the ball so precariously close to his own end zone, the wizard may not be enough right here. So this is crunch time here. Elves need to get back in there and somehow, some way, do something with the ball. He should be able to get at least a blitz here on the guy that's actually marking the ball there. And that's kind of what he's setting up for at this moment. Does have dodge here and will be able to dodge away. But that guy did have tackle, so he couldn't use the dodge skill. But here we go. He's going to get the pickup. Yes, he will get the pickup against the tackle zone. And it was a 3+ pickup, but not going to do anything more with it. Orc team still has a chance now. Turn 7 for the Orc team. Turn 8 for the Dark Elves. So honestly, all the Orc team needs to do is just blitz this guy down, and then that will shut down all opportunities for any real touchdown chance. But I believe that the Orc team doesn't have a assist to do a blitz on that guy, so the Dark Elves does have a small chance to get a blitz in, but or actually a small chance to get that touchdown, but it is going to be the tackle and also the defender stumbles on that die roll. And that will be good enough to wrench that ball out. Should be able to get another chance maybe at the ball. Looks like he didn't dodge away to try to get to the ball. Looks like he will get the blitz in here and try to get down the runner there. We'll get the block on him. And, oh boy, does he want to do the go for it roll for this one? Yes, he does. He's got the pickup here. Will he get 1 and 9? No, he won't. He will be able to get the ball up. Now the Dark Elves need to really get there, get that blitz off, stop the touchdown here. Our team now has a chance to turn this one around. Boy, Nuffle gives, Nuffle takes us away, but this is all because of the great Orc defensive positioning here. And the Dark Elves are now going to have to try something crazy. He's gonna have to get the blitz off there. No guard on that guy, so 2-die block. We'll get the defender down. Defender stumbles both ways. And oh, hopefully this guy doesn't get the ball because he won't be able to throw it away after the blitz. And he does dodge away yet again. He will try. He does have a chance now. A small one, but a chance nonetheless. He does dodge away yet again. No, he's not going to try for the touchdown. This is turn 8 or what? Am I looking at the turns correctly? But it looks like he's not going to try for some crazy touchdown. Looks like he just wants to play some positioning here. Just forego this touchdown. Doesn't want the Orc team to make his own touchdown right there. Missed that dodge right there, but I do believe our team now has a real shot now at getting to this ball. Dark Elves trying their darndest to tie up these Orcs, but this guy going down, then this guy going down right there. After a blitz right there, should be able to maybe pick this ball up against the tag zone and then dodge away all just 3 pluses, 4 plus 3 plus. But 4 pluses is going to be the sure hands pickup. Apothecary will be used on that blitzer even. knowing that he needs to keep everybody. It is turn 8, and actually not too many injuries on the Dark Elf team, so it's going to just go ahead and use it right there. And we'll get this guy up there. We'll be able to get a 2-die block, and we'll be able to get the defender down die, but now it's going to be difficult. He's going to get the blitz away, but dodge is going to be failed there into the tackle zone, and that, my friends, is that. No touchdown try for this Orc team, but it is 0-0. Wizard in hand for the Dark Elf team, so this is still anybody's ball game. KO, Witch Elf's going to come back, and Dark Elves are going to have to play some similarly very good defense himself against this Orc team. Wow, Orc team really playing some defense there. That goes to show Ducke, so versatile. And not getting greedy. He had that blitz with the piling on, but opted to keep his blitzer in the safety position. Did not want to put him on the ground. Didn't want to be without him, and so continued to keep him in the centered position. Ooh, pouring rain. And that'll make the Orc effort a little bit more interesting here. As long as you get the ball pickup, then it'll be fine. But that does mean now that the Dark Elves, if the Orc team fumbles here, it's still a 4+ pickup now, and sure hands isn't always so great, especially against the pouring rain. Slippery ball, baby. Oh, this does make it a little bit more interesting now. Let's see how the ball pickup's going to go. As he drops that ball, and the Dark Elves might be able to rush the backfield and then take it away from the Orc team. As I said before, any agility team with a lot of movement allowance can definitely capitalize, but that's the shortcoming of the Dark Elves. Not too many guys with lots of movement allowance. Sure, he's got the 7 movement allowance blitzer, but you don't see the 8 movement allowance catchers and things like that. 9 movement allowance gutter runners, you know, stuff like that. No, it's going to be at least, or at the most, 7 movement allowances. So not as fast as some of these other agility teams, but still fast enough. Don't get me wrong, they're fast enough, but they're just not the best, and they don't have anyone that really can just get back there and cause some big havoc. But it looks like our team will be able to get that pickup roll, and not gonna have too much drama. Unfortunately, it was just all in my head, guys. All of that drama, all gone down the tubes. Now the Dark Elves, let's see what kind of defense he wants to play. Looks like he is too. Gonna just continue to play a little bit safe here. Gonna continue with the midfield defense. Gonna put a screen up, it looks like, here against the Orc team. Don't want to base them up at all. Just want to keep out of range, just one square away. See the Orc team one space at a time, and then the last moment, just watch the Orc team flub their pass, flub a handoff or something. And it will be a little bit more difficult in the pouring rain to do that. The Orc team really needs to get some more injuries, though. So far, so good. Dark Elves just blown one apothecary to keep everybody up at this moment. I don't know if I would have blown it on the level 1 blitzer, but definitely it is cause for something to do something like that, especially with it being round 8. Now with 8 more rounds left to go, Dark Elves have a full complement. I like it. I mean, yes, it definitely is working out so far. Nice little hit here. Clear out the right side some, but the Orc team is just gonna probably just cage up here and score it at the last minute. No real need to rush at this point, especially in this pouring rain. Don't want to leave yourself a little bit too open there against the Dark Elf onslaught that will be opportunistic if given the opportunity to do so. What? Opportunistic when given the opportunity? I know, right? It's crazy. It absolutely is. No, not really. Dark Elves will continue to stay away. Just blitz whenever the opportunity does present itself, and he will get the defender down die. And this is kind of why you see blitzers getting stand firm for their blitzers there on the Orc team. They get that stand firm so that you can't really do this. If you base them up and then you get like a push against their stand firm blitzer, then it's like, uh-oh, now I'm in range. Now I'm going to get bashed back. So that's kind of why you see that on those blitzers for the stand firm. Also, it does have other uses as well, but That's going to be one of them right here, because oftentimes, as you can see there, the other teams will blitz the blitzers whenever the opportunity presents itself. And right there, this is going to be no different. We'll blitz down blitzers at every turn of the hat right there. And again, great positioning there by Ducke. I mean, honestly, this positioning here, so far, so good. Going to put that level 1 blitzer again in the front line. Going to continue using that level 1 blitzer for all he's worth. And that's kind of why he probably popped the apothecary on him, because he's continuing to use this level 1 blitzer for the front line so that he can guard against the block ability, not necessarily using a lineman with no skills, because, or even this loner player, because doesn't want to lose him to a big injury, and then if it's even a both down die, then he could get bashed down. But he does keep the blitzer there and actually opts to use him instead of the loner player. So interesting usage right here. Going to keep that blitzer in a little bit of harm's way, but I suppose at this point, at this stage of the game, I suppose why not just continue to use him like that. So Dark Elves using the loners to touch him up and probably get some blitzes off there. Not too afraid of the non-ability lineman right there. But he will go to get the blitz off on this left side here. Okay. Guess seeing no other real good option. And perhaps after the blitz here, might actually be able to force a man down again for this Orc team, because the Orc team is definitely not going to use the apothecary on a level 1 lineman either with no skills, right? But that does help against the overall numbers advantage for the Dark Elf team. So that's something you gotta consider. When I first started playing Blood Bowl, I was just like, oh man, you know what? Why you wanna like hit? You wanna hit key targets. You wanna foul key targets. But honestly, the best way to go is just play the numbers game. Hit whoever you can hit. Hit on the weaknesses wherever it presents itself, whether or not it's a key target, and just every little bit counts. Ooh, and unfortunately, the lineman here with block will go down, and that's going to be one less guy with the block. Did I call that guy the blitzer? Well, you know, he might as well be a blitzer, right? The lineman with the block. I don't know if it was the same guy that actually got A-put, but nonetheless, now he is out. I don't know if it's the same guy or not, but unfortunately, the dodge miss here, and that's the danger of playing a Elta team. But man, that really shouldn't happen too much against the armor value 8, to be honest with you. I mean, how many times have you seen, you know, gutter runners or even wood elves miss a dodge, and they're perfectly fine. Dark elves, they fall on the ground. Coach, Coach Mulligan. Orcs now gonna move the ball up a little bit. It is gonna be turn 12 coming up here, and this game is flying by, even though kind of not much has happened. Lots of positioning here in Blood Bowl, but it's just these little things, little nuances here. Every little bit counts. It's kind of like higher levels of chess when you think about it, right? I mean, it's just squeezing every small advantage out of it. You push on one small advantage, you push on small weaknesses on the opponents, and then it just gets bigger and bigger to the point where you can possibly win it. The only difference though is that there's lots of nuffling, and also there isn't going to be any real whatchamacallit there, calculating. I mean, how can you calculate moves ahead, that many moves ahead? All you can do is think about, okay, the positioning when this and that might happen in the next couple turns. You can't calculate 8 moves in the head or something like that. It's like chess, only you can use your pawns to beat the crap out of the king. Says the chat. Yeah, I suppose, Nate. I suppose. There is no king on the board though. But the Orc team is going to continue to play this positional, beat you down type of offense at this point. Dark Elves are going to be content though, as long as he doesn't get too out of position here and then get his guys in a little bit of trouble there. Then he'll be content and continue to stay like this. He's got 1 or 2 guys based up, but that's okay. Armor value 8, that's what it's for. Sure, you're going to get hit a little bit, but not too bad. Orcs are gonna have to press, and with 4 more turns left, he's gonna have to do something pretty quick. Again, he's gonna have to probably make some type of awful throw a little bit later on. And again, that's kind of why I like throwers for the Orc team. I mean, it's just, I know that a lot of coaches don't get it, but eventually you almost kind of need it, because a lot of teams are gonna play defensive like this, stifle you up. It's a little bit more easier to stifle up the Orc team, and then they may have to do something crazy at the end, like throw it for the touchdown, right? But that's just me, I guess. What do I know? I'm just casting the game. I'm not actually playing in the champions. Well, you know, those who do, those who can't teach, yeah? So there we go. I'm the teacher, guys. Hey, that doesn't mean that the coaches are bollocks, right? Come on. Witch Elf's gonna keep staying back. Armor value 7 is gonna stay away from the front line. Gonna square up with the armor value 8s in front. Gonna continue to keep a little presence here. And gonna try to blitz down the Mighty Blow Man yet again, I bet. Or actually, the blitz is already used. So we'll actually put the sidestep Blodge man up front against this man here. And he's going to put the guard Black Orc in there. Again, Orc team's going to have to start getting a little bit crazy now. He's going to have to get into the faces of this Dark Elf team. He can't really play off for much longer there. And he's kind of getting right into the hands of the Dark Elf defense. Not putting his guys in harm's way, but as well not putting the Dark Elf team in harm's way either. So at this point, still thinking he can outposition the Dark Elf team. And he's gonna make a play for the left side, but again, Dark Elves has just enough speed to cover this up. Should be able to put a screen back up right there in the front field, and then turn 15 should be coming up. And again, Wizard in hand, and so don't forget about that. Dark Elves still holding on strong at this point. No real follow-up at this point, but will it be coming in soon? It might be. Or team now actually put just enough guys, 4 guys. That might be enough for a fireball usage here. But looks like it's not going to stay away. Continue to play some solid defense. Again, the Dark Elf team should be able to put a screen up against this madness that is the cage coming up. And so not too much in a hurry at this point, but should be able to do something here. Put another guy there. Maybe get a blitz off over here on this dangerous blitzer right there. And that's exactly what he does. No, it looks like he's going to do the lineman there. Gonna hit him down. Thought he was gonna hit down this blitzer, but it looks like no, there's not the call. But he got another guy right there that can hit him. So I suppose get the blitz off there, take him down, then put this guy on his butt, and there you go. We'll be able to step through, in fact. And as I said, probably could have been enough for a fireball, maybe. But it looks like the Witch Elf will go along the left side here. And won't move any closer here. Gonna allow the Orc team to see some sort of daylight here on the left side. And with 2 more turns left, I believe the Orc team's gonna have to take up the Dark Elf team on this invitation right there on the left side. This is quite possibly the best opportunity coming up right here. Should be able to get down that runner and then be able to maybe get his guy at least in range, or if anything, get some type of receiver down the pitch. Orc team now is kind of running out of time. So here we go. We'll get the blitz off. We'll use the ball carrier. Get through here in the center. Oh, and there's going to be the small opening there necessary to actually maybe get through. Get another cage up here in the center. Dark Elf team slipping just a little bit too thin here on this line right there, and the Orc team was able to just puncture through at the right moment. And as you see there, should be able to get yet another cage up. We should see the Wizard now come up. Should be at least a fireball. I don't think he's going to use the lightning bolt on this, unless he's not going to be able to get somebody to the backfield. I think he's going to have to dodge his blitzer away, so he could get 1 and 9 here. Yes, no, yes. He will be able to move around here, and we should see fireball. Yes, it's gonna be taking him down. Yes, and it's gonna be a KO. That is a very successful one right there. Unfortunately, the ball carrier did resist there, along with the linemen, but this is going to be good enough. This should be the opening right here. This is kind of the reason why if you do get doubles, you might want to get some guard for your Dark Elves, but nonetheless, here we go. We should see a 2-die block coming up. And it should be coming over the top as well. And I do believe if you're going to make the blitz here, do it with the Witch Elf here. It does have 2 chances at the ball, but we'll see. She does have +1 in agility, so might not use it for the blitz, but yes, she does. She is going to be doing the blitz. 1-die block here, and we'll get the defender down die. We'll be able to puncture that ball out, and the ball lands in a great spot here for the Orc team. That is quite possibly the best spot and the worst spot for the Dark Elf team, because now it's still being touched up by 2 of the Orc. But has the damage been done? Turn 16 now, and the Orc team's going to have to try to make a touchdown? I don't know about this. This is going to be quite difficult. Let's take away the skills real quick. Black Orc will get the blitz off. We'll get the defender stumbles. And he does have tackle. He's going to be able to get the people off of the ball. Should be a clean pickup right there. But clean is a 4+ with the rain. Will we get the sure hands? He will be able to get the ball. Hand it off to the other blitzer. He's got a shot now after 2 GFIs. We'll be able to get the touchdown there. Yes. No. Yes, indeed. In the rain. Doesn't matter. The catch is good. And Ducke gets the 4+ pickup with the sure hands, but also the 4+ catch. Think about that for a moment there. It's a 4+ catch without catching, so got a little bit lucky there. But nonetheless, that's why he's also lucky Ducke. 1-0 the Orc team, and of course the Dark Elves does still at the bottom of the half to maybe score it, but again, as I said, Dark Elves, sure they have movement allowance 7, but not exactly big 1-turn movers, 1-turn touchdown threats. And with no right, that's going to be possible because of the security gate. Dark Elves need to pull the rabbit out of the hat and get the 1-turn touchdown, which is quite difficult to do on a movement allowance 7 piece. Ouch. The boys did you proud, Nate. Haha. Look at that. Almost disaster, but again, great scatter for the Orc team. And great dice there at the end. 4+ pickup to a 4+ catch. And was able to get the 2 GFIs at the end for the big TD. No ones or anything here. Oh man, he actually did pick up failure there. But boy, he did actually have to do a dodge as well. Got the 5 and then a 6 on that catch. And then nothing but dice for Ducke. Oh man. Anytime I need a 4+, it never comes through. But the Dark Elf team is going to have to prove the 1-turner there with the 7 movement allowance blitzer. And looks like it's going to be this guy right there that will be fielding it. Yes, it looks like it's going to be this blitzer right there. So he's going to have to do some really awful moves to get to the backfield, which I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see about this. We'll see the prowess of the Dark Elf team. He does have everybody here, so a high kick that will make that'll make everything a little bit easier here if he can get it on the 4+ catch. Yes, he does. I was going to say 3+, but it's still raining. And he does get the blitz in. Oh, defender stumbles. He needs to push there. Oh, and defender stumbles. And that's GG, guys. Thanks for watching me so much here on my channel. Nate, always good to see you, brother. We're going to see some more later on. Championship match. Blood Bowl, guys. If you guys haven't already, hit that follow button. Subscribe and like my videos. Hopefully, you guys will see all of what's to be offered there on my channel. Let's see there on statistics. 41 blocks for the Orc team. Not really too many armor value breaks. Actually, A-Toad out of the only injury in this match. So really on the injury die, Dark Elf team has again been able to stay upright. Unfortunately though, a little bit out positioned there in the first half. Was not able to get the ball past midfield. Orc team was able to capitalize and stop the Dark Elf team on their possession half, and then the Orc team on his possession half, even in the rain, was able to get that ball up on the last round, hand it off, and was able to score it there just at the end. So Honestly, it was just tight all the way through. Both teams played the game that they exactly had envisioned. You can't say Nuffle had ruined anything. Oh man, that was absolutely a great game. And with that, guys, on the brackets, as you can see here, Ducke moves on, and again, does get to the championship match. 1-0, barely eking it through. The Besa, the Petone team, 06P. Gonna take on the Great Green Wall. In my preliminary predictions, I did say that I liked these two teams going into the championship match, and that's exactly what has happened. Oh man, except my picks though throughout is about 60-something%, maybe about 70%. I got the last two games here correct. I got 50% here, and actually I got this one correct, and this one. So I got 3 of the 4 correct here. And then the first round, I got 3 of the. Actually, I got 4 of the 7 games played here. I didn't get the Nurgle. I didn't get the Nurgles. This one doesn't count because they didn't play. And I think, yes, I picked the Wood Elf team. I did not pick the humans, and I did pick the Dwarven team there, so I was wrong there again with all that stand firmness. But I did get the Orc team, and I did not get the Chaos team, and I did not get the Necromancer team. So actually, I was wrong for a lot of this here. So I got 2 out of, wait, not 2, 3 out of the 7, right? So I got this one right. And no, I think I like the Skaven team. I think I did pick the Skaven team there. Oh, I forgot now. Anyways, but I did get 3 out of the 4 there, but I got 3 out of 4 here, so not too bad. 3 out of 7, so 4 wrong, 5 wrong, and that's it. So 5 wrong out of, let's see here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm 8 for 5 at this point. Who do I like for the championship match? Already the chat's like, we will win, Orcs. Well, you know what? How can you deny the chat? It's going to be the Orc team that's going to take the championship match. Again, great coach, great team, great skills, great positioning, great everything. Yes, it will be the Orc team yet again. Boy, Focus Home Entertainment needs to just continuing to wire Ducke. They might as well just pay for the limo ride going into the game or something like that, because that's exactly what they're doing. The college fund. I don't know. Either way, thanks again for joining me, Nate. I'll see you a little bit later on. I'll be casting some anti-hero a little bit later on. Hey. But we'll see about that. But for now, you guys out there, please hit that subscribe, like my videos, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.